Hi everyone and welcome again to the Social Engineer channel. This is another episode on the series Migrating to Canada. So today we're going to talk about immigration consultants. I've gotten a lot of questions and a lot of requests to speak about this. What I would say to start is I didn't use an immigration consultant personally or any immigration lawyers, and I do think some of the processes you can do on your own. And I think if it does get complex in some cases, and if you need help, I think your first source of help should be to consult friends and family, and together I think you all would be able to figure out most of it. Now if you have a very complex situation, I understand that sometimes immigration consultants and lawyers are the best way, but I do think that there are some do's and don'ts when you're looking for them, and this video will be to try and help you all have a smoother process when you're going through like this, because personally I've known people who got scammed basically, and a lot of their savings were wiped out because they went and they got the wrong immigration consultant, or they see something pop up where sometimes you're surfing the internet and one of those ads pop up, migrate to Canada, and then this whole long process entails takes place where they essentially take your money. So without further ado, let's go. So what is an immigration consultant? Well, an immigration consultant is a person who helps and guides people to emigrate from one country to another through the legal and documentation process. A consultant can increase the chances of immigration for study, work, travel, or business purposes, which can be either for permanent or temporary residency. What are the types of consultants? Well, you have your immigration lawyers. They are regulated by the Canadian Bar Association and offer advice on Canadian immigration. Then you have your regulated Canadian immigration consultants, or the RCICs, and they are authorized to charge fees to provide guidance, representation, and the submission of your Canadian immigration application on your behalf. And then you also have the regulated international student immigration advisors, or RISIAs, and the key difference here is that they provide advice for study permits but cannot fill out or submit the application on your behalf. Now, knowing that what types there are now, let me tell you why this is important. So one of the first, so these are a list of do's and don'ts, and I think once you go through these, you'll realize that, and you follow these, you realize that they have some red flags that you need to look out for, and there are some things that you must do when you're looking for one of these consultants. One, check their license and registration. Search for a licensed regulated Canadian immigration consultant, RCIC, or regulated international student immigration advisors, RISIA, in the CICC register. Lawyers or notaries must be a member of a Canadian provincial or territorial law society. And then, so I'm putting these links in the description below, and you can search for them. And this is important because you want to make sure they are what they say they are, and these links could help you verify that. And another do is get recommendations from friends and family. If none is available, ask the immigration consultant you are speaking to provide references you can speak to. So basically, if they say they don't have any references to give you, that is a red flag. They should be able to provide somebody who used them before, and then you can speak to that person and get a feel for how good they were, and if it's something you approve of. Number 3, ask about training and experience. So you ask how long they're doing this thing, how has been the outcomes, and what are their percentages success. All those things are important. Number 4, ask for and review thoroughly a written contract. Very important. Let them give you a contract in writing to see what you are agreeing to, and then what benefits you are getting by using them, what they are doing for you. and get somebody to review it and make sure that what they are saying in there is actually what you want. Number 5, get fees and service quotations from several consultants. So this is key again. You get a couple of them to quote for you. You review, you compare, you clarify anything you don't understand, and then you select one out of that group. You don't go with the first person you come across, because again, you need to be strong with verifications. You're committing a large set of money. You have a goal and outcome, which is to migrate to Canada. So you want to make sure you do these key steps if you're looking for a consultant. So what are the don'ts? Here are some really big things to look out for. And if it looks a little suspect, it sounds a little suspect, it probably is. But these are some of the things you can look for, and these are some of the don'ts. 1. Don't select a consultant who does not provide their authenticity or share their CICC identification number. So if it's a lawyer and you want to double check their registration number in the bar, if they don't want to provide it to you, that is a red flag, right? 2. Don't select someone who cannot submit application on your behalf, except if it's a RISIA, right? So if you go in with this firm and you want them to help you to migrate to Canada, let them do the work that you're paying them for, which is to submit the application on your behalf, right? 3. Don't sign a contract that seems too good to be true with fees much lower than the market price. So again, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So don't do it. 4. Don't select someone who guarantees your application will be accepted. Again, this is a process, and if they guarantee that it will be accepted, that's a little suspect. You're probably better off. So don't go down that road. Don't select a consultant who encourages you to lie and provide false information on your submission. So again, these gray areas, you really don't want to be there. Most of the time, the government of Canada verifies all the information you submit, and they might call your references and your past employment. So you really don't want to lie about, all your background, your history, and you want everything in your submission to be clean, and you really want to get through. So why take the risk, right? Number 6, don't select a consultant who asks for strange payments via cash and wire transfers. So again, if they're saying, well, we need X amount of money up front and you have to wire it, it kind of, those should raise some kind of suspicion. Number 7, don't select someone who does not provide you with a written contract. Again, the written contract, make sure you get one, make sure you review it, make sure it is what you want, get some help to review it if you need to, and then, you sign that. And last but not least, don't sign blank documents or documents that you didn't review. You have to be careful about where you put your signature, and you have to be careful of what these people are making you sign and what is your commitment to them. So I hope these were helpful to you. Again, if you found some kind of value from this, I'll just ask that you like and subscribe the video. I am trying to reach people as much as I could, and help others out there who are really trying to go down the same pathway I did. And I am also trying to get information even outside the pathway I took to really help more and more people. So thanks for tuning in. I enjoy everyone watching in the Social Engineer. Thanks for following, thanks for subscribing, and take care all. Bye.